We are from Physical Science Department of StarX University, and in Physics Department we are going to demonstrate this. So this is the experimental setup of Hall effect. So basically this is an electromagnet. Electromagnet is a magnet which have magnetism due to presence of current in it. So this is our power supply. So when we give power supply to this electromagnet through this probe, then there is a magnetic field. Then how we will check this magnetic field? Using this Gauss meter probe. So this is a probe. This probe we don't keep it open, we keep it covered, and when we have to measure the magnetic field, we do it this. And this is a Gauss meter. It will show the value of magnetic field which is present in our electromagnet. So we will keep this in between the Gauss meter, and here you can see that it is 1K Gauss. The magnetic field is 1K Gauss. Okay, and you can, using this zero set correction, you can change the magnetic field value by changing the current which is flowing through the electromagnet. So this is first part. When you have fixed some value of magnetic field, suppose it is 1000 Gauss, then again by covering meter you can keep it here, and then we'll do our Hall effect experiment. So this is our semiconductor crystal. This is a germanium specimen which we have fixed with the pins, and by doing this experiment we will keep this specimen in between our magnetic field. So there is a magnetic field in this perpendicular direction, and then we will apply the current using this constant current supply. We will keep it, Karina, hold it. We will keep our specimen in between the magnetic field, and in the perpendicular direction, by using this meter we will provide the current, and then we will measure the voltage. So you can see, when I am increasing the current, then there is a systematic increase in the voltage of our sample. So afterwards you can remove all these things. You can remove this. So when you have sufficient number of readings, then you can plot your current versus voltage, and then you can find out the slope of the system. And if the slope is positive, it is a p-type sample, and if the slope is negative, it is a n-type sample. Thank you.